What's up guys, it's David here from phonebuff.com, and in this video I'm going to be comparing the Samsung Galaxy Note on AT&T against the unlocked Samsung Galaxy Nexus. So I'm just going to be doing a speed comparison test, comparing the boot up times on the devices, how long it takes to load up a couple of apps, the web browser. I'll do a quadrant benchmark as well, and a few other tests, just to kind of give you guys a better idea as far as which one is the faster phone. This guy has a 1.5 GHz Snapdragon S3 processor with 1 GB RAM. This guy has a 1.2 GHz TI OMAP 4460 with 1 GB RAM. So of course, you can't just look at the spec sheet, you have to test them in the real world, and that's what we're going to do right here. So I'll go ahead and turn on both devices at the same time. So 1, 2, 3, and I'll let go. And let's go ahead and watch these two devices power up and see which one turns on the fastest. Alright, so the Samsung Galaxy Note on the left showed the lock screen first. You can still tell it's loading up some of the background scans for the SD card, but I could unlock the phone. So let me unlock that guy. So you can see it's still a little bit laggy because it's still loading up things in the background, but we'll do the same thing with the Galaxy Nexus now. And you can see this one's a little laggy too. It's reloading the home screen because I unlocked it a little fast. So for this test, we're just going to go ahead and give the win to the Galaxy Note because it did show up the lock screen first, and I was able to get into the phone a little bit faster than on the Galaxy Nexus. So that's a win for the Galaxy Note. The first test that I'll do is a few app tests, app speed tests. So I'll load up Flickster on each phone. So I'll hit them at the same time, and just to let you guys know, they are both on the same Wi-Fi network. So we'll go ahead and hit Flickster. And in this case, the Galaxy Note beat out the Galaxy Nexus, so that's that for that test. We'll load up Score Center next just to get a better idea. So Score Center. And again, the Galaxy Note beat out the Galaxy Nexus. So we'll go ahead and go on to the next test, which is loading up Dictionary. So we'll load up the Dictionary app. And once again, the Galaxy Note beat out the Galaxy Nexus. So obviously the 1.5 GHz processor seems to be doing what you'd expect it to do on the spec sheet, and that's beating out the 1.2 Ti OMAP. But we'll go ahead and run another test. So actually what I'm going to do is close out these apps really quick. So close out the apps that are running on here, and we'll just close these guys out really quick. And we'll load up now a quadrant standard benchmark, like I said. So let me find quadrant here. And here, where's quadrant? There it is. All right, so let's open them up. And I'll go ahead and run the test. And obviously, I don't want to show you guys the whole, benchmark because that does take a while. So I'll just pause the video and I'll skip to when the results are in. So let's go ahead and press them at the same time. And like I said, I'll pause the video and continue once they're done. All right, so both benchmarks are done. Let's go ahead and hit yes on both. And we'll get the score. So on the Galaxy Note, it scored a 2039. So let me bring that up close to the camera so you can see 2039. And on the Galaxy Nexus, pretty close, but a little bit less at 2004. So again, the winner of this test is the Galaxy Note. So it's beat it out in the boot up test, the app speed test, and now the quadrant benchmark so far. So it's 3-0. We'll go ahead and run our next test, which is the Google Earth test. So this is more or less testing the GPU on each phone because we're gonna be loading up 3D graphics. So excuse me on that. Let me go ahead and close out actually the apps that are running in the background. So close these two out. We're gonna load up Google Earth at the same time on both phones. So let me find it on here. All right, so Earth, and we'll press at the same time. Getting it loaded up faster on the Galaxy Note, which seems to be the theme now. Both are set to my location. Let's go ahead and load up Las Vegas. So I'll hit search on each phone. Las Vegas, as you can see, is already in the history on each guy. And what I'm going to be doing is loading up the 3D buildings on each phone to, and then I'm going to be pinching in and out just to kind of test the GPU to see how well it's able to handle the 3D graphics in Google Earth, to test the GPU that comes with these processors. So I'll go ahead and pause the video for about a minute to let him finish up loading the buildings, and then we'll go ahead and run the test. Alright, so I've went ahead and let both devices load up for about a minute or so. So we'll go ahead and test the Galaxy Note first. So I'll just go ahead and pinch in and out, and just try to pay attention to how smoothly or laggy each device is when zooming in and out. So I'll go ahead and zoom in on this particular building. So you can see it did stutter a little bit. And it usually gets better as I zoom in and out as it builds some cache for the or what it's loading up. And I'll just go ahead and do a 360 type of view. So I'll try to rotate around. Let's take a look at the building though while I'm doing it. So let's go ahead and do a 360 turn. And basically you can see it looks like frame by frame. It's showing you the 3D buildings. It's not really fluid. It is sort of choppy. I'll go ahead and press home. And you can see it has to reload my home screen with my widgets and whatnot. So I'll go ahead and load up the Galaxy Nexus now, and we'll test this guy. So again, we'll just zoom in and zoom out. So zoom in, zoom out, and again we'll do the same thing with this guy and do a 3D or a 360 turn on this guy. So I'll go ahead and zoom in a little bit. Let's look up at the building a little. Alright, so 360 spin. And you know, this one is also not necessarily the smoothest, but I do have to say that it definitely looks a lot smoother than it does on the Galaxy Note. And I'll go ahead and press home. And this guy as well has to load up everything up in the background again. So both phones were the same there, but the Galaxy Nexus seemed to handle the 3D buildings a bit better than did the Galaxy Note. So we're actually going to give the Galaxy Nexus its first win in that category. And so now it's 3-1. And we'll go ahead and go on to the next test, which is the browser test. So I'll go ahead and load up the stock browser on each device. So let me go in here and load up the browser. So let's go ahead and click them at the same time. Actually, first what I'm going to do is close out the Google Earth app. Well, already closed on here. And close it out on here. Alright, so we'll go ahead and load up the stock browser. So 1, 2, 3. And you can see it loaded up a bit faster on the Galaxy Note. So I'll go ahead and now run a few tests. Alright, so I went ahead and cleared out the browser history and cache on both of these devices. So I'll go ahead and load up the first test. I'll just go to NFL.com on each device. So NFL.com on here and NFL.com on here. And I'll hit go at the same time. So 1, 2, 3. And let's go ahead and see which one loads up the fastest. So they were very close right here, but it looked like the Galaxy Nexus actually beat out the Galaxy Note on this test. We'll go ahead and scroll down to the bottom, and we'll load up the full version of the site. So we'll go ahead and hit desktop at the same time. 1, 2, 3. And you can see the Galaxy Nexus has a lead on the Galaxy Note right now. And I'll let you know as soon as one of them's done. There you go. So the Galaxy Nexus finished. The Galaxy Note is still loading. So obviously the winner of this test, again, is the Galaxy Nexus. We'll go ahead and load up another website. We'll load up yahoo.com. So both the mobile site and the full site on each device. So yahoo.com. Yahoo.com. All right. So we'll hit go at the same time. 1, 2, 3. And again, you can see the Galaxy Nexus is done loading the full site, and the Galaxy Note is still loading the mobile site. So kind of messed up on that test, but still kind of shows you the result that we're looking for. The Galaxy Nexus is definitely faster. I mean, it loaded up the full website in basically the same amount of time it took to load up the mobile site on this guy. And from the other tests that I've done, just by using the two devices, I would say that this guy's browser is definitely faster. But I think that's more of a result of the ice cream sandwich that's on the Galaxy Nexus than is on the Galaxy Note, which is on gingerbread. Once this guy gets the update, I'll redo the test and we'll see if the results are the same or different. But for now, overall, I'd say the faster phone is the Galaxy Note, even though the Galaxy Nexus did beat out the Galaxy Note when it came to GPU performance. So if you're looking for a phone that has a better graphics processor, the Galaxy Nexus is definitely going to be the one that gives it to you. Otherwise, in all other regards, it seems like the 1.5 GHz Snapdragon processor on the Galaxy Note outperforms the Galaxy Nexus, and I only imagine once the Galaxy Note gets ice cream sandwich, we'll see even more performance enhancements on this guy. But that's pretty much it for me in this video. If you found it helpful, please hit the like button and subscribe, and don't forget to visit phonebuff.com for more cell phone news, reviews, and how-tos. Thank you.